Welcome back to Cheddar Climate, the fight for change. Hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs, are a greenhouse gas with a huge global warming potential that is used around the world in so many daily things, but especially in refrigerators. Honeywell is working to tackle this problem head on and is doing so with a sustainable refrigerator, one sustainable refrigerator at a time. Its sustainable refrigerator solution, dubbed the Solstice N40, is the most adopted refrigeration solution throughout the world. Joining us now, George Koutsaftes, president of Honeywell Advanced Materials. George, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us about the Solstice and how does it work and what makes it so different from other technology?
Well, thank you for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. So the Honeywell Solstice suite of offerings is a range of offerings that are used as refrigerant solutions and foam blowing agent solutions used in a range of applications, from the air conditioning in your car to your home, to buildings, to supermarket refrigeration, and for insulation solutions used in those applications as well. So it's a widely used application for protecting the climate and climate controlling environments.
This is something I'm sure has not crossed the minds of many people. So can you paint a picture for us? How big of a problem is the pollution coming from refrigerator systems, George?
Well, from refrigeration systems and HVAC systems, the total amount of emissions that are coming out just in the United States alone would be like the equivalent of 60 million cars on the road and the tailpipe emissions from that. So that's what we're talking about here. So the ability to create new solutions to eliminate that substantially is highly impactful.
How was Honeywell able to step in here? Why was this something your company wanted to tackle moving forward?
Well, Honeywell has always been a leader of technology in all spectrums to protect the environment, to protect people, and that's kind of who we are as a company. And so over a decade ago, we determined that there was going to be a problem emerging from these hydrofluorocarbons and their high global warming emission impact on their environment. So we swung into gear and we invested over $1 billion in research, development, and production capacity to develop these new suite of materials, which we call Solstice. That's our brand name. And these materials have been utilized to formulate into applications to be used in automobile air conditioning, to use in home air conditioning, supermarket refrigeration air conditioning as well. So it's been an endeavor of ours we've taken seriously for quite some time.
George, can you talk to us about your partnerships with both Safeway and Whole Foods?
Sure. Well, we're really proud of what we've been doing here. Our Solstice N40 solution has been utilized to replace an old hydrofluorocarbon, HFC, 404A. And in so doing, we've been able to eliminate the global warming emissions for these supermarkets by over 60%. And on top of that, we've been able to give them energy savings benefit of another 10%. So Safeway and Whole Foods saw the opportunity and decided to adopt and replace the old HFCs with our Solstice N40 offerings. We're really happy that they've chosen us.
What's next for Honeywell on this front?
Well, we're trying to tackle the air conditioner that's outside your home. This is yet to be solved by our industry. We've developed a new solution called Solstice N41. It's a non-flammable replacement to what's in your unit today called 410A. And we're really excited by the opportunity. In fact, we announced a collaboration with Trane Technologies, a global leader in the OEM equipment. They make the equipment that sits outside your home. And we're doing field testing today with a number of key customers of theirs, including a test field study with UC Davis in California to prove the benefits of our Solstice N41 solution to replace 410A from both an efficiency and production benefit. And on top of that, it's safe. It's safe for your home. It's non-flammable, because the solutions that other people are kind of trying to promote today are mildly flammable solutions, and they would require complex changes to building codes in order to be utilized safely by both the contractors and the homeowner.
George, I have about 30 seconds with you. I want to ask, it's what I mentioned before. This is not something a lot of people think about. Now it's at the forefront thanks to companies like yours. What's the feedback you've been getting?
The feedback has been tremendous. I mean, we work collaboratively with industry participants, equipment maker, with government agencies to really achieve the objectives that they set out to do. And the adoption of our product has been so influential. For example, in automobile air conditioning, today, over 100 million cars on the road are using our refrigerant, and we expect that to grow to 125 million in a few years. And in supermarkets that we talked about earlier, that's 30,000 supermarkets in the world have adopted our refrigerant. And you think about the CO2 benefit that's been coming from this, that's like the equivalent of removing 40 million cars from the road today from the tailpipe emissions.
That is remarkable. George Koutsaftes, sorry about that, George. Thank you so much for your time. He's the president of Honeywell Advanced Materials.